Hey, Bushcraft family, back again with another video. Today, being Friday, it's Red Shirt Friday. Remember, everyone deployed. Um, Prayers go out to all those that are out there serving for us. Um, First of all, I know the title says mandates coming and whatnot, but I want to go over some of this week's videos and whatnot. One being the Prep Now one. A lot of people were more concerned about the lady. Well, let's go back. Um, what it was about is when I went shopping and I picked up a few things to top off my preps and whatnot, um, being flour and some yeast and some sugar, and the lady in front of me had a bunch of instant or ready-made cake mixes or whatever they're called to make birthday cakes or whatever it was. But that was not the point of this video. And so many people were drawn up about this lady. Why don't she make her cakes by scratch? It had nothing to do about the lady with her cake mixes. The video was to do about there's a program or software that they've got enabled in grocery stores now that was suggested from a government site, the FDA, about ways to control the food shortage and whatnot. And it basically limits you at the checkout of what you can buy. Because before they had signs saying limit to, but people would still bring a bunch of stuff up and check out. Um, so they implemented this in their system, but it wasn't enabled. It wasn't supposed to be enabled yet. And the point I was getting at is they're going to enable this when we have our next lockdown. And after the speech I heard last night or yesterday, it's coming. It's only about a matter of time. And now we can go over. But yeah, that the thing that irritated me the most, I I don't know if it irritated me or I just didn't understand it. Um, People were, well, why don't she make her own cake mix or cakes by scratch? Don't people know how to cook and stuff like it? It has nothing to do about what she had. She could had 30 things of grape jelly and still people would, why don't she make her own jelly? It had nothing to do with that. The whole thing was trying to explain to people that there is such things that might be coming to us and we need to prepare for this stuff. Not to scare anybody or anything, it's just to give you information. And after the video aired, I mean, there was a lot of good reports that uh, I got a lot more emails of videos and things where other people and other stores. So it wasn't just Walmart. It was tons of other places um, that had this implemented in their system already, um, and some people that actually worked at these stores and things, managers and things that sent me an email and explaining to me about this. And yeah, but that I just wanted to get that out there. Um, don't get tied up in the little things when somebody's trying to explain a big thing to you, basically. But let's go back to the main part of this, the mandates. Um, Now, for those who watched Mr. Potato Head, everybody should know who this is by now. His speech, um, he's getting irritated by the un. Um, Sorry, I'm trying to think of words because evidently my little safe words are still getting me in trouble. So I'm trying to think of a word that unjuiced, if you may. He's getting irritated. Um, Basically, there's going to be two groups of people nowadays. There's going to be the juiced and the unjuiced. And the unjuiced are going to be not be able to do things. They're going to have to be fined and things like that. And you may heard that the government is mandating that everybody get juiced. So those who are not to get juiced will be terminated, um, laid off. Don't get mixed up there. Um, so there are a lot of government employees, from our military to the people in Washington. So when this takes effect, do they get like a 30-day notice, or um, they have to get it done in a week or something, or then they get laid off? So who's going to be doing these jobs when these people refuse to get juiced? And on top of that, Mr. Potato Head is telling big businesses and small businesses that they need to mandate their own employees to get juiced. And then there's some reports out that if these companies don't do this, then they have to pay a fine, a daily fine, a weekly fine, something like that. But it's only a matter of time before people are being forced, and that's a big word, forced, to get juiced. And you may think, well, it's not going to happen to me. Well, if you have a family and you have no means of taking care of that family, and you either get juiced or your family suffers. Um, it's just one of those things. Um, you can't really condemn somebody for. You can stand up for your right to not get juiced, but your family is your family. It's a big deal, but we need to start preparing for the things that are coming our way. Um, like I said, don't get hung up on the little things when the big things are coming our way. Focus on that stuff, um, and don't get overwhelmed from like things that you can't control. I've said it a thousand times. Yeah, don't get upset or worried and things about things you can't control. Only worry about the things that you can control, like getting food, having it prepared, um, getting a water supply, getting a way to clean water in case you need to, things like that. Those things you can you can worry about doing that, getting that food and things like that, getting security, getting ways to fortify your home, things like that. Those things you can control. You can go out and do those things. So worry about those things. The other stuff, it's good to think about and stuff like that, but what can you do? But that's all I'm going to talk about with that. I wanted to stay off the subject of that and everything, but it's kind of hard, especially when Mr. Potato Head tells everybody, United States, we stick together, we can do anything, but if you're not juiced, we don't like you. With that said, God bless.